Every single day, you have a choice to grow, to improve, to become the best version of yourself. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or for someone else to push you. It's about taking that first step right here, right now. Think about it. You're the only person who's with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're the one who knows your thoughts, your fears, your dreams, so why not make the most of this incredible opportunity? Why not work on yourself every day? Now, I'm not talking about drastic changes or unrealistic goals. I'm talking about small, consistent steps that add up to big results over time. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the tree right away, but with daily care and attention, it grows into something magnificent. So how do we do this? How do we work on ourselves every day? Well, it starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, your habits, your reactions. Are they serving you well? Are they moving you towards the life you want? If not, it's time to make some changes. Maybe you start by waking up 15 minutes earlier each day to meditate or read something inspiring. Perhaps you decide to replace one unhealthy meal with a nutritious one. Or you could choose to spend 10 minutes each evening writing down what you're grateful for. These might seem like small actions, but they have the power to transform your life. Remember, working on yourself isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming better. It's about growing, learning, and evolving. It's about becoming more of who you truly are. You see, inside each of us is a wellspring of potential. It's like a dormant seed waiting to sprout. But it needs your attention, your care, your commitment to grow. When you work on yourself every day, you're watering that seed. You're giving it the nutrients it needs to flourish. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of purpose, with a fire in your belly to make the most of your day. Imagine feeling confident in your abilities, knowing that you're constantly improving. Imagine looking back on your life and feeling proud of the person you've become. This isn't just a dream. It's a reality that's within your reach when you commit to working on yourself every day. But here's the thing. It's not always going to be easy. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort. Days when you'd rather stay in your comfort zone. That's okay. It's part of being human. The key is to keep going, even when it's tough. Especially when it's tough. Think of it like this. Every time you push through discomfort, every time you choose growth over comfort, you're building strength. You're proving to yourself that you have what it takes to create the life you want. And that, my friends, is incredibly powerful. Now, let's talk about the power of your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. They influence your actions, your emotions, your very experience of life. So when you work on yourself every day, a big part of that is working on your mindset. Start by becoming aware of your self-talk. What are you telling yourself throughout the day? Are you kind to yourself, or are you your own harshest critic? If you find that your inner voice is often negative, it's time to change that conversation. Replace "I can't" with "I'm learning." Replace "I'm not good enough" with "I'm improving every day." These small shifts in your thinking can have a profound impact on your life. Remember, you become what you think about most of the time. So why not think thoughts that empower you, that inspire you, that push you to become your best self? Working on yourself every day also means taking responsibility for your life. It means recognizing that you are the author of your story. You're not a victim of circumstances. You're a creator of your reality. This might seem daunting at first, but it's actually incredibly liberating. Because if you have the power to create your life, you have the power to change it. What kind of life do I want to create? What kind of person do I want to become? Then start taking daily actions that align with those answers. It might be as simple as smiling more, or as challenging as confronting a long-held fear. Whatever it is, do something every day that moves you closer to your vision. Now, I want to talk about the importance of self-care. Working on yourself doesn't mean pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion. It means taking care of yourself, body, mind, and spirit. It means listening to your needs and honoring them. Maybe for you, that means taking a walk in nature every day to clear your mind. Maybe it's setting aside time for a hobby you love. Or maybe it's simply getting enough sleep each night. Whatever form it takes, make self-care a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Because when you take care of yourself, you have more to give to others and to your goals. Speaking of others, working on yourself every day doesn't mean isolating yourself. In fact, your relationships can be a powerful catalyst for growth. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better. Seek out mentors and teachers. Learn from those who have walked the path before you. And don't forget to be that inspiration for others. As you work on yourself, you naturally inspire those around you to do the same. Your growth creates a ripple effect touching lives in ways you might never even realize. Now let's talk about failure. Yes, failure. Because when you commit to working on yourself every day, you're going to fail sometimes. You're going to stumble. You're going to make mistakes. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every mistake, every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. So don't shy away from failure. Embrace it. Learn from it. Let it make you stronger, wiser, more resilient. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to be better today than you were yesterday. And if you keep that up day after day, week after week, year after year, just imagine where you'll be. Imagine the person you'll become. Working on yourself every day also means being patient with yourself. Growth takes time. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's like building a muscle. You don't see results after one workout, but if you keep at it consistently over time, you'll see amazing changes. So be patient. Trust the process. Celebrate small victories along the way. Did you make a healthier choice today? Celebrate that. Did you face a fear? Celebrate that. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. And progress, my friends, is what it's all about. Now, I want to talk about the power of habits. Our lives are essentially the sum of our habits. What we do consistently shapes who we become. So when you're working on yourself every day, a big part of that is creating positive habits. Start small. Choose one habit you want to develop and focus on that. Maybe it's reading for 15 minutes each day, or doing 10 push-ups every morning, or expressing gratitude before bed. Whatever it is, commit to doing it every day for a month. It might be challenging at first, but stick with it. Before you know it, it will become second nature. And here's the beautiful thing about habits. Once they're established, they don't require much willpower to maintain. They become automatic, freeing up your mental energy for other things. So by creating positive habits, you're essentially putting your personal growth on autopilot. Let's talk about learning. Working on yourself every day means being a lifelong learner. It means staying curious, staying open to new ideas and perspectives. The world is constantly changing, and to keep up, we need to keep learning. Read books. Listen to podcasts. Take online courses. Engage in meaningful conversations. Try new things. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Every new piece of knowledge, every new experience is like adding a new tool to your toolbox. It expands your capabilities, your understanding, your potential. And remember, learning isn't just about acquiring information. It's about applying what you learn. So as you gain new knowledge, ask yourself, how can I use this in my life? How can this help me become a better person? How can this contribute to my growth? Now let's talk about the importance of reflection. Working on yourself every day isn't just about doing. It's also about reflecting. Take time each day to pause and reflect on your experiences. What went well today? What could you have done better? What did you learn? This daily reflection serves two purposes. First, it helps you consolidate your learning and growth. Second, it helps you stay on track with your personal development. It's like checking your map to make sure you're still heading in the right direction. You might want to keep a journal for this. Writing down your thoughts and experiences can be incredibly powerful. It allows you to see patterns in your behavior, track your progress, and gain insights into yourself that you might otherwise miss. Let's talk about the power of visualization. When you're working on yourself every day, it's important to have a clear vision of what you're working towards. Who do you want to become? What do you want to achieve? Take some time each day to visualize your ideal self. See yourself living your best life, embodying the qualities you admire, achieving the goals you've set. Make this vision as vivid and detailed as possible. Feel the emotions associated with it. This isn't just daydreaming, it's programming your subconscious mind for success. You see, your mind doesn't distinguish between what's vividly imagined and what's real. So when you consistently visualize your ideal self, You're actually rewiring your brain to align with that vision. You're creating a blueprint that your subconscious mind will work to make a reality. Now, I want to address something important. Working on yourself every day doesn't mean you're not good enough as you are. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you that needs fixing. You are already whole, already complete, already worthy of love and respect. Working on yourself is about honoring that inherent worth by becoming the best version of yourself. It's about fully expressing your unique gifts and talents. It's about living up to your potential, not because you have to, but because you choose to. Remember, you are not a problem to be solved. You're a person to be loved, a potential to be realized, a light to be shown. So approach your personal growth with love and compassion, not criticism and judgment. Let's talk about the power of action. All the knowledge in the world, all the positive thinking, all the visualization, none of it matters if you don't take action. Working on yourself every day means doing something, no matter how small, to move towards your goals. It's easy to get caught up in planning and preparing. But at some point, you have to take that first step, and then the next, and the next. Action creates momentum. It creates results. It creates change. What's one thing I could do today to work on myself? What's one action I can take to move closer to my goals? Then do it. No excuses, no procrastination, just action. Now, let's address the inevitable obstacles you'll face. When you commit to working on yourself every day, you're going to encounter resistance. It might come from within your own fears and doubts, or it might come from outside, people who don't understand or support your journey. Don't let this resistance stop you. See it for what it is. A sign that you're growing, that you're pushing beyond your current limits. Embrace the challenge. Use it as fuel for your growth. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Seek out support. Find people who believe in you, who encourage your growth. Join a community of like-minded individuals. Share your journey with others. Not only will this provide you with support and accountability, but it will also enrich your experience and accelerate your growth. Let's talk about the power of gratitude. When you're working on yourself every day, it's easy to focus on what needs to be improved, what's lacking, what's not yet perfect. But it's crucial to balance this with appreciation for what is. Take time each day to acknowledge what's good in your life, what you're grateful for. It might be something big, like your health or your relationships, or it might be something small, like a beautiful sunset or a delicious meal. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Feel the gratitude in your heart. This practice of gratitude does two things. First, it shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from what's wrong to what's right. This positive focus actually primes your brain for more positivity and success. Second, it reminds you of how far you've come, how much you've already achieved. This can be incredibly motivating on your journey of personal growth. Now, I want to talk about the importance of self-love. Working on yourself every day isn't about criticizing yourself or focusing on your flaws. It's about loving yourself enough to want to grow, to improve, to become the best version of yourself. Start each day by looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. Say it like you mean it, because you do mean it. You love yourself enough to put in the work, to face your fears, to push through discomfort. That's real love. And as you go through your day, practice self-love in your actions. Treat yourself with kindness and respect. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a dear friend. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Be patient with your mistakes. Love yourself through the ups and downs of your journey. Let's talk about the power of your environment. Your environment, the people, places, and things you surround yourself with, has a huge impact on your personal growth. When you're working on yourself every day, it's important to create an environment that supports your growth. This might mean decluttering your physical space to create a sense of order and calm. It might mean curating your social media feed to expose yourself to positive, inspiring content. It might mean setting boundaries with people who drain your energy or discourage your growth. Remember, you have the power to shape your environment. So make conscious choices about what and who you allow into your life. Create a space, both physical and mental, that nurtures your growth and supports your goals. Now let's address the importance of balance. Working on yourself every day doesn't mean pushing yourself to the limit every single day. It doesn't mean neglecting other areas of your life in pursuit of personal growth. True personal development is holistic. It encompasses all areas of your life, everything physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, relational, professional. So as you work on yourself, aim for balance. Some days you might focus more on your physical health, other days on your relationships, and others on your... The key is to keep all areas of your life moving forward, even if progress in some areas is slower than others. It's like spinning plates. You need to keep them all spinning, adjusting your attention as needed to keep everything in balance. Let's talk about the power of your words. The language you use, both in your self-talk and in your communication with others, shapes your reality. When you're working on yourself every day, pay attention to your words. Are you using language that empowers you or limits you? Do you say, I can't or I haven't yet? Do you talk about your dreams as possibilities or as far-fetched fantasies? Your words have power. They can lift you up or hold you back. So choose your words carefully. Use language that affirms your ability to grow, to change, to achieve your goals. Speak as if you're already the person you want to become. Because in many ways, you just need to fully step into that reality. Now, I want to address something that many people struggle with: perfectionism. When you're committed to working on yourself every day, it's easy to fall into the trap of perfectionism, to feel like you need to do everything perfectly, to make constant progress, to never have setbacks. Perfection is an illusion. It's not attainable, and chasing it will only lead to frustration and burnout. Instead, aim for progress. Aim for consistency. Aim for growth. Remember, working on yourself every day isn't about being perfect. It's about being better. It's about moving forward, even if it's just a tiny step. Some days you'll make big leaps. Other days you'll stumble. And that's okay. That's part of the journey. Let's talk about the power of your focus. What you focus on expands. So when you're working on yourself every day, it's crucial to direct your focus wisely. Focus on your strengths, not just your weaknesses. Yes, it's important to improve areas where you struggle, but don't forget to nurture and develop your natural talents. Your strengths are where you have the most potential for growth and success. Focus on solutions, not problems. When you encounter obstacles, and you will, don't dwell on the problem. Instead, direct your energy towards finding solutions. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to grow? Focus on the present moment. While it's important to have goals and to learn from the past, true growth happens in the now. So be present, engage fully in whatever you're doing. Whether it's a challenging task or a moment of rest, give it your... Let's talk about the power of consistency. Working on yourself every day isn't about making huge changes overnight. It's about small, consistent actions taken day after day. It's about showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Think of it like compound interest. Each small action you take, each positive choice you make, builds on the last. Over time, these small actions accumulate, creating massive change in your life. It's like the old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's how you transform your life. One day at a time, one action. So don't underestimate the power of small actions. Don't discount the impact of daily habits. Your life is shaped by what you do consistently, not occasionally. Make personal growth a daily practice and watch how it transforms your life over time. Now let's address the role of discomfort in personal growth. When you're working on yourself every day, you're going to feel uncomfortable at times. You're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone. And that's a good thing. Growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. It's in those moments of discomfort, of challenge, of uncertainty that you have the opportunity to expand, to learn, to become more than you were before. So don't shy away from discomfort. Don't avoid challenges. Instead, learn to embrace them. See them as opportunities for growth. Remember, the butterfly must struggle to emerge from its cocoon. It's that very struggle that gives it the strength. Let's talk about the power of your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your reality. They influence your thoughts, your actions, your very experience of life. So when you're working on yourself every day, a crucial part of that work is examining and shaping your beliefs. What do you believe about yourself, about your abilities, about what's possible for you? Are these beliefs serving you or are they holding you back? Challenge your limiting beliefs. Question the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. Replace disempowering beliefs with empowering ones. Because when you change your beliefs, you change your life. Now, I want to address the importance of self-awareness. Working on yourself every day requires a deep understanding of who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your patterns, your triggers. It requires honest self-reflection and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths about yourself. Develop the habit of self-observation. Watch your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. Don't judge them, just observe. This practice of self-awareness will give you invaluable insights into yourself. It will show you where you need to grow, where you're making progress, where you're still stuck in old patterns. Remember, self-awareness is not about beating yourself up over your flaws. It's about understanding yourself so you can grow. It's about shining a light on all aspects of yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so you can fully accept and love yourself while also working to become better. Let's talk about the power of your mindset. Your mindset, the way you think about yourself and the world, has a profound impact on your ability to grow and achieve your goals. When you're working on yourself every day, cultivating a growth mindset is crucial. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which believes that your qualities are set in stone. With a growth mindset, you see challenges as opportunities to learn. You view failure as feedback, not a reflection of your worth. You believe in your ability to grow and improve. This mindset is like fertile soil. It creates the perfect conditions for personal growth to flourish. Now let's address the role of forgiveness in personal growth. When you're working on yourself every day, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall short of your own expectations at times, and that's okay. What matters is how you respond to these setbacks. Learn to forgive yourself. Holding on to guilt or shame over past mistakes only holds you back. It doesn't serve you. Instead, practice self-forgiveness. Acknowledge your mistake, learn from it, and then let it move forward with compassion for yourself. And this practice of forgiveness extends to others as well. Holding on to anger or resentment towards others is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It only hurts you. So practice forgiveness not for their sake, but for your own. It frees you to focus your energy on your own growth and happiness. Let's talk about the power of your habits. Your life is essentially the sum of your habits. What you do consistently day in and day out shapes who you are and who you become. So when you're working on yourself every day, a big part of that is cultivating positive habits. Start small. Choose one habit you want to develop and focus on that. Maybe it's meditating for 5 minutes each morning, or reading for 15 minutes before bed, or going for a walk during your lunch break. Whatever it is, commit to doing it every day for a month. At first, it might feel challenging. You might forget or find excuses not to do it. But stick with it. Use reminders if you need to. Link it to an existing habit to make it easier to remember. Before you know it, it will become automatic. And that's when the real magic happens. When your positive habits become just as automatic as brushing your teeth. Now, I want to address the importance of celebrating your progress. When you're working on yourself every day, it's easy to focus on how far you still have to go. But it's crucial to also acknowledge how far you've come. Take time to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Did you stick to your new habit for a week? Celebrate that. Did you face a fear? Celebrate that. Did you learn something new? Celebrate that. These celebrations serve two purposes. First, they reinforce the positive changes you're making it more likely that you'll continue. Second, they boost your confidence and motivation, giving you the energy to keep pushing forward. Let's talk about the power of your environment. Your environment, the people, places, and things you surround yourself with, has a huge impact on your personal growth. When you're working on yourself every day, it's important to create an environment that supports your growth. This might mean decluttering your physical space to create a sense of order and calm. It might mean curating your social media feed to expose yourself to positive, inspiring content. It might mean setting boundaries with people who drain your energy or discourage your growth. Remember, you have the power to shape your environment. So make conscious choices about what and who you allow into your life. Create a space, both physical and mental, that nurtures your growth and supports your goals. Now let's address the importance of self-care. Working on yourself every day doesn't mean pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion. It means taking care of yourself, honoring your needs, respecting your limits. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. This might look different for everyone. For you, it might be taking a relaxing bath or practicing yoga or spending time in nature. Whatever it is, make sure you're doing something each day to recharge your batteries. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup. By taking care of yourself, you ensure that you have the energy and resources to continue growing and to show up fully in all areas of your life. Let's talk about the power of your relationships. While personal growth is ultimately an individual journey, your relationships play a crucial role. The people you surround yourself with can either lift you up or hold you back. Seek out relationships that support your growth. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better. Find mentors who can guide you on your journey. Join communities of like-minded individuals who are also committed to personal growth. And don't forget the power of being that positive influence for others. As you work on yourself, you naturally inspire those around you. Your growth creates a ripple effect, touching lives in ways you might never even realize. Now, I want to address something that many people struggle with: comparison. In this age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. But remember this: comparison is the thief of joy. Your journey is unique. Your path is your own. You're not in competition with anyone else. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Focus on your own progress, your own growth. Celebrate others' successes without diminishing your own. Remember, someone else's success doesn't take anything away from you. There's enough success, enough happiness, enough growth for everyone. Let's talk about the power of your purpose. When you're working on yourself every day, it's important to have a clear sense of why you're doing it. What's driving you? What's your ultimate goal? Take some time to reflect on your purpose. What do you want to contribute to the world? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? How do you want to make a difference? Having a clear sense of purpose gives direction to your personal growth. It provides motivation when things get tough. It helps you prioritize where to focus your energy. And most importantly, it gives meaning to your journey of self-improvement. Now, I want to address the role of patience in personal growth. When you're working on yourself every day, it's easy to get impatient, to want results now, to feel frustrated when change doesn't happen as quickly as you'd like. But remember this: change takes time. Personal growth is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's a lifelong journey. So be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Celebrate small victories along the way and keep moving forward one day at a time. Let's talk about the power of your choices. Every day, you make countless choices. What to eat, what to wear, how to spend your time, how to react to situations. These choices might seem small in the moment, but they shape your life. When you're working on yourself every day, become more conscious of your choices. Ask yourself, is this choice aligned with who I want to be? Is it moving me closer to my goals? Is it supporting my growth? Remember, you always have a choice. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always choose how you respond. And it's in those choices that your power lies. Now, I want to address the importance of balance. Working on yourself every day doesn't mean neglecting other areas of your life. It doesn't mean becoming so focused on self-improvement that you forget to live. Strive for balance. Yes, work on yourself, but also enjoy life. Spend time with loved ones, pursue hobbies, have fun, rest, because personal growth isn't just about becoming better. It's about living a fuller, richer, more satisfying life. Let's talk about the power of your words. The language you use, both in your self-talk and in your communication with others, shapes your reality. When you're working on yourself every day, pay attention to your words. Are you using language that empowers you or limits you? Do you say, I can't or I haven't yet? Do you talk about your dreams as possibilities or as far-fetched fantasies? Choose your words carefully. Use language that affirms your ability to grow, to change, to achieve your goals. Speak as if you're already the person you want to become. Because in many ways, you just need to fully step into that reality. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with this thought. Working on yourself every day is one of the most powerful things you can do. It's an investment in yourself that pays dividends for the rest of your life. It's not always easy. There will be challenges. There will be setbacks. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort. But I promise you, it's worth it. Because with each day, with each small action, you're becoming more of who you're meant to. You're stepping into your power. You're creating a life you love. Starting today, commit to working on yourself every day. Take one small action, make one positive choice, move one step forward, and then do it again tomorrow. And the next day, and the next. Remember, you have everything you need within you. You have the power to create the life you want. You have the ability to become the person you dream of being. It all starts with a decision to work on yourself every day. You got this. I believe in you. Now go out there and become the best version of yourself. The world is waiting for what you have to offer. Your journey begins now. Make it count.